So I'm the real guy. I give a shit about what's real. I'm also the rude guy. Because I don't care about your problems or your pronouns. I really don't. Seems like there's a piece of police officer that still lives inside of me. I was a cop in the great 80s when Madonna was hot. And I just don't care about your pronouns. And I don't care about your problems. I don't care about your problems. I care about you. You've got these dreams and you've got these desires, and because you doubt your divinity, you don't get to dance. I'm sorry, you don't pass go. There's this old game us old kids played called Monopoly, by the way, in case you don't know what I'm talking about. And if you landed in jail, you didn't get to pass go, you didn't get to collect $200, and that's life. By the way, my name is Mr. 2020. You're listening to What's Left of the Power of Imagination podcast, where we explore one thing and one thing only, the power of vision, the power of the wonderful human imagination. We don't explore vision boards or sticky tape. Can you believe some people believe that color photos are more powerful than black and white and double-sided sticky tape is more elegant? I read this shit. People send me this stuff. And they ask, what do I think? And I just tell them I think that's nuts. So I'm going to chat with someone this morning. And here's how a typical chat like this goes. Hey, 20, I'm stuck. All right, how can I help? Hey, 20, I got Manifesting Mastery course a couple years ago, and I'm still stuck. I said, all right, cool. And we chat. And here's what I find out. 9 times out of 10, they've never made it past day 7. I just don't have the energy. They don't have I don't know, I just get distracted, man. Or I don't understand it. You see, you're not going to understand it in your current state. You get to explore something. If it made sense to your current state, you'd stay stuck. Because, your state would go, that makes perfect sense. I already knew this. On the other hand, if you don't have energy, where's it leaking to? And here's the thing, right? I could easily say, hey, look, you got the course a few years ago. Just do it again. Send me your weekly updates and have it a great day. And maybe if they do more than 7 days and they send me a couple updates, I could talk them into something else, right? Make some money for once. Yeah, that's how a lot of people live. And I said, look, you tell me you want to change your identity. Either you do or you don't. And you tell me you've got anxiety. And I believe you. Because something is stealing your energy. And for most people, they don't have energy because they either daydream it away. They sit there making movies, and making movies is not the same as manifesting. Or, well, they've got something like anxiety, and that just eats their energy away too. And suddenly they don't have energy for their desires and their dreams, and they not only doubt their divinity, but they tell me, look, I've got deservingness issues and self-concept issues and self-esteem issues. And I just say, look, I love you. I don't care about these concepts that you think you do have problems with. I love you. I care about you. Because I want more dreams and more dance in the world. I don't want people solving more problems. I've noticed in my entire life, since I started paying attention to things, people are addicted to solving problems. And that just seems to cause more problems. And I just don't get it. I don't care about your problems. I don't care about your pronouns. I care about you. I don't care about your distractions. I care about your dreams. People send me these videos they watch. They're distractions. And when I say, hey, tell me about your dreams, not much happened in 20. I said, oh, I already get that. That's why I asked. And I appreciate an honest answer. And I hope you appreciate me simply being honest, because I don't care. I don't care about your pronouns. I don't care about your problems. I care about you dancing in the playground of possibility. So if this touched something, I'd love to know. If you want to dive deeper, we're here. And just for fun right now, what if you just nailed one thing from today? What if you took that little Joseph Goddard to the mix, philosophy? And right now, just imagine something you know is coming up in your day. having gone your way as we go into the silence. So we've got a 21-day fast track coming up. Oh, these are so fun. It's called The Power of Personal. And here's the deal. People make pronouns personal. In other words, they make pronouns problems. And people make problems, like pronouns, personal, to the point where they can't possibly even, well, Mr. 20, I don't have any energy for what I want. I can't even do the lessons. And you can't because you're making what doesn't matter personal. And you're taking these divine instructions. Your desires are divine instructions. Neville says the power of prophecy and promise is within each desire. That every desire has its own plan and power, and you deny that by denying your divinity. Because you have a problem that's as silly as pronouns. My name is Mr. 2020. You are listening to the Power of Imagination podcast, where we explore one thing and one thing only, the power of vision. And when you live from vision, you don't have any room for excuses. Maybe you notice my voice is a little off this week. In other words, yeah, I'm down with the sickness. And you know what? I'm not afraid to say that word or admit it. Because every now and then, you may be the best race car driver in the world. But you might have to swerve your car because a ball comes out in the road. Or you might hit a pothole. No biggie. That happens in life. But the thing is, will you keep driving or will you make excuses personal? I invite you to be the king, the queen of the kingdom, your excellency. Have a great day. See ya.